What's up guys, in the last episode of the series, we went to Jökulsárlón Iceberg Lagoon and Diamond Beach and saw some incredible icebergs in this Arctic region. We also went on a cave tour and got to see the insides of a glacier and go through an ice cave. If you haven't seen this video yet, I'd highly recommend it, so go back and watch this video before continuing on to this one. Alright guys, let's get into this video. So after our second night and final day at the Foss Hotel, we got up that morning very early at 5 a.m. to go to the Westman Islands. And this island is actually very important to me because a lot of my Icelandic ancestors lived and died here. In order to get to this island, you have to take a ship. So we actually had the chance to go take a boat out to see the natural wonder and beauty of this island, as well as go see some of our heritage. We actually got to go see a couple of my relatives, the Sigurdssons and Gísladóttirs, but one ancestor in particular I wanted to talk about a little bit was my great-great-great-grandma Gudni Sigurdsson. She is actually one of the few blood ancestors that I know that immigrated from Iceland to the United States. She's a true pioneer to our family when she moved over to Spanish Fork, Utah. So she's actually in one of the museums in the Westman Islands, however, it was closed when we went there, so we weren't actually to see her actual plaque, which was very sad. But we wouldn't be sad for long because we are heading to Seljalandsfoss. For dinner tonight, we went to Valhalla, and this is a very Viking-themed restaurant. I actually thought it was really cool. The experience of it was really unique. You go through this little museum that talks about a lot of the Viking heritage and the wars that they went through. And you walk into this cool dim light room with these little candles lit. It's pretty awesome. And they also have some axe throwing, which is pretty cool. After that, we quickly set out forth on an adventure, just me and my brother. We decided to go check out this public hot spring that was completely free that you had to hike to. On our way, we stopped by this random waterfall that no one seemed to notice, so we took in the moment. Just by ourselves. No one else is here. Check. Hiking to this hot spring would be quite the adventure, especially since the sun is setting and the hike is just around 1 kilometer long. Arriving there felt so cool because it was such a unique experience and we were very isolated. What was that? So the unique thing about the rest of the trip is that we didn't actually stay in any super high-end hotels. For this night, we stayed in a little farmhouse out in the middle of nowhere in Iceland, and that was a pretty cool experience. Got to see some horses and animals running around. It's pretty cool. Alright guys, so this last little bit of the trip is going to be pretty chill. We are basically going back to Reykyavik for the day, but tomorrow we will sadly be leaving back home. However, this last day was a lot of fun. We ended up checking out a lot of the shops they had down there, ate some awesome food, and I honestly love Reykjavik. I think it's really cool. It has a cool European feel, being the capital of Iceland, and yeah, it's really awesome. This little spot right here is called Icelandic street food, and they make some really good bowls, and they have free waffles, which is definitely a huge plus. Y'all should check it out if y'all are in the area. You're up. Yeah, to Westman Island.
You also have grave.
We did. Yeah?
Wow.
Yeah. Our last night in Iceland, we stayed in Keflavik. This is the city I was mentioning to you guys at the very beginning of the series. This is where the airport's at. Actually has a decent, fair-sized city, but we're going to be staying here for the night, and we might be doing a little bit of sightseeing tomorrow right before we go. Oh my gosh, you can actually literally... Reykyavik, where the Blue Lagoon is actually had eruption around May, and this is the result. There's a bunch of lava rock that is very recent, and it's very cool. A little bit scary that there's steam coming out of the rock, so we made sure to be careful. Last stop. Now, apparently the trip wasn't even over on the flight home, because we actually got to fly over Greenland and see it in person, which was actually crazy. We saw legit icebergs in the ocean as we were flying, and that was something that blew my mind. Even flying with Icelandair is an experience itself. It was really cool being able to have this last little hurrah before we arrived back in Colorado. We are home sweet home in Colorado, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I loved making this series. Y'all have a blessed day.